All right. Hello, hello. Happy Thursday. It's been a while. The reason I don't have my glasses on is because while I do have the lighting, let's see. Yeah, you can see the laser lights. So I'll put them back on after the video. But it's been a minute. It's been a minute just because still getting used to being in front of the camera. I wanted to finally buy a tripod and I just haven't had time to set it up. And I feel like usually I'm vlogging from my car because it's a nice enclosed space, right? But then I'm thinking like, okay, well, I want to be able to do that at home, which I can, but then I feel I don't have that same like security of the nice enclosed space. So eventually I would like to get some headphones and a mic, but um, I'm about to go. Today's Thursday, so Thursday is my volunteer day with Children Rising here in Oakland that works in with the school districts to be able to help TK through fourth graders get back on a level of reading that corresponds with their grade. So I'm looking forward to it because the last two Thursdays it's just been such a spiritually uplifting activity for me um, that I thank God for it because my car got broken into on um, Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday morning around 8:30 in the morning. I went down the street to the coffee shop in the local neighborhood, and as I was coming out from the coffee shop, this nice, in his right mind, um, well coated. He had a nice coat on in a car, a nice running car. Young man busted through my back passenger window and had took out my bag that I had some Walmart return items. So it wasn't nothing, over $25 that I was gonna return. And I don't leave anything, costly in my car. Um, But that is the lay of this land, and 'tis the season, right, to be thefting. And ironically, where I got is actually back in the day it used to be called Sim City, like an equivalent of Sin City, because a lot of broad daylight activity like theft goes on. And I remember back in high school, I was on a bus coming up seminary and I saw a car theft in broad daylight right there on the street as well. So, and since I've been back in Cali for the last 10 years, this has been my fourth um, car break in. Yeah. First one with this car, which is an SUV. So, the SUV window, I'm hoping they don't charge me too much more than the previous Toyota Camry windows, but we'll see. So, right after volunteering, I'm going to go and somebody told me on East 14th, aka International Boulevard, where they got their window switched out. So I'm gonna go over there and get it switched out. So that was a bit of a bummer, just because how things played out afterwards when I got home, and I didn't have the help from the grown men in the home, the two that were here at the time when I told them what happened. It was a bit of a bummer, and I don't want to really go into that, but say that right there, just didn't really feel supported. Seeing as I live in the home with these folks, if I was by myself, I wouldn't be expecting anything from any neighbors. But, I was groomed and raised in the scripture and understanding what God is, who He is to us, who has the example Jesus Christ has given us. And I was groomed in a church mentality based off of gender roles. And so men are to be the protectors, the providers. That's what I was told. That's what I was taught. but I never had a man in the home. So I kind of was expecting to be married and then have that, right? Until then, God was my default, you know? And so now that I have these grown men in the home who kind of come from the same beliefs, it was a bit embarrassing to me that um, those um, ideologies wasn't manifested as I came home to share my news and as I started to clean my car out by myself in my front lawn. And so eventually, because I was going to the coffee shop to get me some coffee and some breakfast because my accountability partner from my business class was coming over and we have a pitch competition in December, and so we were getting our slides together. We were going to go over our pitch presentation, so I really didn't have time for this, you know. And so, you know, I left it alone because I'm like, I'll deal with that after she comes, because she coming from, like, you know, far away, and I didn't want to turn her around midway, you know, en route. So, um, but you know, everything got handled, and I thank God that everything got handled, and I was able to have my time with my accountability partner. I was able to finish my slide decks because I'm always wanting to be of service to her when we have our time together. But this time she was able to be of service to me, which was nice to have a sisterhood moment like that. And so I got all caught up with that. I still haven't practiced my pitch, but we do have class today where we'll be practicing that. And I noticed that in my videos, as far as my business goes, I keep mentioning I have a business and I'm in business class and I be vending. And because this is practice for me, I was not intentionally, but, you know, kind of avoiding what I create, but I do handcraft, and I figure for those who follow me on here, y'all already know. But I do handcraft body butters, hair and scalp oil, and deodorant with shampoo and conditioner to come in the next year from all natural organic products. And if you look into my channel, I do have playlists where I'm in Ghana in 2023. I'm in Ghana in 2024. The Ghana 2024 videos is the time where I did take to gather products from Ghana and Ivory Coast that I blend my butters down with, and also was able to get some medicinal herbs from the Ashanti region in Ghana towards my herbal infusion for my products. So I make all natural organic skin and hair care products for the melanated population as well as the skin sensitive, which I am a member of both. so so that's that. The business is called Nourish Me Limited Liability Company, here based in Oakland, California. I do have an online platform. It is nourishme.myshopify.com. Nourish Me is spelled Nourish, M as in Mary, I dot myshopify.com. So it's Nourish Me, MII dot myshopify.com. I'm also on Facebook. If you look up Nourish Me, you'll find me under two different pages, two different accounts. And then I'm also on Instagram under Nourish Me Naturally, um, paying, you know, playing towards that the stuff is natural, and it's a natural way to groom ourselves. So that's what I do. That's what I'm about. I'm also a licensed vocational nurse. I know I've mentioned that. And so I've also mentioned medical leave, right? And so that medical leave is coming to a close soon. And so now it's time for me to get back into a work mode gear outside of the home type. So I did apply to a couple of jobs recently, just this week. Um, One was overnight. The other one really didn't divulge a shift schedule, but it was close to home and the pay was good. And so, and it's working in the community. So I'm hoping as long as they can work with my schedule, as far as being, a volunteer on Thursdays for 2 hours and being able to allow me to vend on Saturdays outside and Sundays for worship, for a good 3 hours. We'll see what the schedule is. I prefer, because I am running a business, I would prefer to work overnight. It also, working overnight also works with Ghana time when it's time for me to contact my suppliers. And then when it's time for me to travel there, it works. It's like a smooth transition, right? Because I get over there, it's a 7 to 8 hour time difference. And for me, it won't feel like nothing but a change of land, right? Change of geography. So I would prefer overnight position. I think that'll work best with me keeping a day schedule for Nourish Me, and being bicontinental when I need to be, as I'm trying to be. So um, that's that. As far as any other updates, I like my tripod as I have it here. I just want to be able to wear my glasses next time so you guys can see me. But this is fine. I'm like, I wear my glasses a lot. But there are days when I don't wear my glasses. So I just know I look different without my glasses, right? So, and then what's going on? Still teaching the kids at school. That's been fun. It's been very repetitive, but I'm a natural at it as far as teaching goes. It's my passion, my quiet passion that I never really got to pursue on a regular basis. I have done tutoring in the past, in-home tutoring with school-age children from, elementary to high school, and down in LA when I lived in LA with my brothers. And then I've also done, I've also went to school with the special needs children as a nurse. I went to school with them, and in the school setting, whether they're in a special needs class or they're in an integrated class with regular children, we always try to make sure that they are at some capacity involved in the activities that they can participate in. So I've done education in those aspects. And so now I'm volunteering with the reading, which I love, and then Bible study on Sundays and Wednesdays. So, which is great. So I really want to be able to maintain things that I love doing now. As I am 40 years old now, I had my birthday last month. It was a very busy month. I'm slowing things down. For now, I'm cutting out my tree classes. I'm cutting out my Spanish classes for now, because they take up time that I needed to finish my business plan. I've taken on another business mentor, and so now I have three. I have two that I'm meeting with regularly now, and then I have a third one that I would like to add by the end of the year or beginning of next year. I feel like they're kind of chasing me through email to kind of delay the initial onboarding, but it's fine because it's Chase, and I really want to be able to tap into the resources and tools they have, and I really would like to be a bit more prepared and have a business plan truly catered to them understanding that I'm ready for the resources they got to offer. So, um, working with the SCORE mentor that I have, I think that this would be a nice natural transition into being prepared for them. Also, Verizon Wireless has a lot of grants and mini workshops um, that force me to be in front of the camera. And so, again, all this is practice for that too, right? So as far as the lighting goes with my glasses, definitely want to be on camera with my glasses on, especially if I need to read something, right? So I don't know how I'm gonna fix the lighting because it needs to be up above me for it not to be glaring right into my lens. And then I've been doing a lot of online networking. Um, and that's been fun. I've gotten a lot of ideas for online workshops I can do as a business owner of Nourish Me, and offering workshops to those anywhere in the United States. So I'm interested in implementing those at some point, maybe next year. Um, I need to start my newsletter, my monthly newsletter for Nourish Me. I need to begin my blog. And these are some of the reasons I've cut out some other things, right? Like to really be business oriented and focused on establishing all the admin and behind the scenes. Making the product is therapeutic. I haven't even got to that, right? But I've just finished a Google Analytics class. We went over SEOs, how to do our search engine optimization for my Shopify. Um, we've went over Google Console. We've went over Google Business Profile just last night, and this has happened over the last 2 to 3 weeks. So the person who's been, facilitating this class is very nice, patient, easy to understand. And so I do have homework to do. I need to start my Google Business Profile. I need to get my Google Analytics attached to my website as well as the Google Console. And then I need to book an appointment with her. I need to build out my products a bit better. But booking the appointment with her will help me to really have the online presence that I'm looking for, to needing to establish, I'll say, going into next year. And then to really maintain like an online store, right? Online presence. And then I made some more product this week, y'all. I love making the product, right? Like that's what I love doing. My financial statements, I finally redid the numbers for the mentor who wants 1 month worth of operation costs. And then we're going to compare that to how big of a batch of products that I make. So I finally did that. And so I made product, and I made deodorant. I made body butter, and today I'm going to make my hair and scalp oil, because you remember the spa owner who is waiting for my product. I just communicated to her, hey, I'm just waiting on these labels to come. And once I slap those on, I'm good to go. So what behind the scenes though, in the meantime, in between time, I need to make little gift bags for the bundle package of butter and hair and scalp oil that's going to be sold as one unit. And then the deodorant will be sold as a separate unit. I know they'll all sell because they all work, right? So um, I just need to yeah, today I actually have like a free day outside of volunteering. Oh, since my core got broken into, I actually have to go get the window fixed right after volunteering. And my brother did fix the windows and cleaned the glass out my car, which I'm thankful for. But he also put up a piece of cardboard and, blocked it off with some black tape. So the car has still been warm and things like that. And so I'm gonna go get that fixed today though, and then after that, I have time to continue to work on my product and do all the behind the scenes things. I did shoot some emails and reach out and communicate with some people this morning regarding some business things I had to do. So I'm glad to have already been productive in that. So that's the update on me and what's going on. Um, Again, that's the nature of this beast living out here in the inner city of the Bay Area. So it that didn't really bother me. It was the trickle down effect of it. But I'm more excited for me really making some more um, business moves toward establishing my business with a online presence. I'm not really good at repetitive posting or scheduled posting. I have Canva. I'm good at making, my banners, my flyers, and my announcements. But making content, again, in the meantime, in between time, is what I think the email newsletters will help me do, and the blogs. Um, and then I'm also gonna do a finally. I don't know why I'm scared of it, but finally get a post purchase feedback um, communication to go out to all those. Vending at the lake has been successful. I got like five customers on Saturday, which was nice. My dad's still there with me vending. But it was nice to have 5 or 6 customers. The weather's getting just a little bit chilly, but I was in my full sweatsuit gear, so I wasn't cold, and I go with the spirit of Nurse Jacori during COVID when I was on the front lines, and all we were operated out of was tents, right, in the public spaces. So I go with that same energy and speak to everybody. And I got some new banners, so the banners speak for themselves now. I don't, saying what I sell, where I've gotten my materials from, so that's been nice. And that's where we at. That's where we at. Tomorrow is I have class tonight, pitch prep class. So tomorrow is when I actually plan on. I'll meet with my accountability partner tomorrow morning because we're gonna actually work on our pitch together, get it down in a 10-minute time frame, and make sure we have everything we want to pitch to the audience with. And then I have a spa date at another spa who was interested in showing my products. Um, and then after that is when I'm gonna work on Google Console, Google Analytics, Google Business Profile, and using my Shopify for all the features it offers, which is setting up that post purchase feedback, um, course communication, and something else I needed to do with Shopify. Yeah, but today is gonna be finishing the hair and scalp oil, bottling those bad babies up in the 4-ounce jars for the bundles for the spa. Also, probably after this weekend, after I've been to Saturday, I'll probably start ordering some more 8-ounce jars because I'm flat out of hair oil. I have like 2 more to sell. I have like maybe three unused new 8-ounce hair and scalp oil bottles I can fill when I make the new batch, so I can have like at least a full display. But I'll be flat out once I sell those. So after this Saturday, I'm gonna reorder my jars. Oh, also, I know this is long, but hey, if you're interested in Jacori and what's going on in Jacori's world, you'll stay tuned. So I also finally carved out an area in the hallway behind me here, for my work desk, my workspace. I got my shelving on both sides, and then I have my table in the middle, and I have storage underneath the table, and it actually looks like a legit workspace, a functional one. It's not pretty yet. It's not cute and pretty yet. But it is a legit functional workspace. It looks like a workspace, and being in those networking events, that was something that was mentioned. Like, do you need a workspace? Does it help you focus? Um, and I feel like it does. It does help me focus. I feel like I don't need it all the time. Like sometimes I need to be in my room chilling in a nice, comfortable vibe, working on my product inventory, watching TV, or listening to music. But then I do need that workspace for when I'm doing like the kitchen stuff, right? Blending, mixing. I like labeling over there. I like packing the jars over there. And the way that the space is set up, it's a easier cleanup than if I was in my room, right? So, and everything, all the little things I need to, you know, all the supplies that I use, my ingredients, my dry ingredients, my wet ingredients, um, all my little craft things. All of it fits in all the little storage and everything like that. So everything is able to be put away and not just out like shipping boxes everywhere. So I like that as well. So now I just need to make it cute and pretty. Then I'll show y'all what it look like. Okay. Um, yeah. So pray for me as I transition back into the workforce as a nurse. I thought maybe I would be able to do remote work and stuff, but I have so much to accomplish. I feel like that I'm putting on my plate too. That I feel like the money from nursing will be able to fit better towards accomplishing those goals quicker. And that's why I'm just going to go back into the field and see how my body does. We'll see how it does. So, and I'll listen to my body if, you know, my foot, my leg, you know, I have too many hiccups or it gets too fatigued or my balance, I start having balance issues, then, you know, I'll pull back, reassess, and address the issue at that time. But for now, I'm just going to dive right in and see what I can do, um, work with what I got physically. So, happy Thursday, you guys. Have a great weekend. Thank you for listening.